The Sony NEX-7 is the powerhouse mirrorless camera of 2011. This black beauty has a 24 megapixel APS-C sensor, shoots up to 10 frames per second and records true 1080p progressive video. It's a credit to Sony's skills at making electronics smaller that the NX7 has a tiltable LCD screen, an electronic viewfinder, a hot shoe adapter, flash, and still packs in an APS-C size sensor. The specs alone, you would gather that the NEX-7 is a camera created to fill the needs of a serious photographer looking for a smaller secondary camera. But the specs alone is not what's gotten the photographers really excited. What's gotten the most attention about the NEX-7 isn't its specs, but its unique interface design. The NEX-7 sports a brand new user interface Sony is calling the Tri-Navi system, and it's truly groundbreaking. Here's why. The name Tri-Navi refers to the 3 controls on the right of the NEX-7, 2 control knobs on the top, and the scroll wheel in the middle. Here we are in fully manual mode. You notice that the left and the right knobs now control shutter speed and aperture. On the left, you see TV, which refers to shutter speed. On the right, you see AV, which refers to aperture. And you see there's a reminder here also of what the scroll wheel is controlling, which is ISO. So it's really convenient. Besides that, this button here lets you go straight to the different focus modes. So by tapping this, now you can switch between the different AF modes: center, multi, flexible spot, go in, and start selecting your AF spot. The brilliance of the Tri-Navi system could have stopped here, but Sony went one step further. There's a button here, right beside the shutter release button. It's called the navigation button. Press this and the Tri-Navi controls cycle through other settings. So when I press this, it goes to the focus control settings, white balance, dynamic range, color, and there's also a customizable mode. So you can set a new group, a 6th group, to be controls that you want. So at any place I can go into any mode here, start switching to my heart's desire. It's really convenient. It's a complete rethink of how an enthusiast camera could work. And with the NEX-7, you get the feeling that Sony has really put a photographer's need for control at the forefront. It's a truly groundbreaking new way of using a camera, and we have the feeling that it will appeal to a lot of enthusiast photographers. Now, besides the Tri-Navi system, Sony NEX-7 also features quick AF speeds and an optional electronic shutter, which shortens the shutter lag from 100 milliseconds to just 20 milliseconds. I'll show you the difference. Front curtain shutter on. This is with the front curtain shutter on. So this is the speed that we get in between shots. That's not the only thing that's fast about the NEX-7. It shoots up to 10 frames per second in speed priority continuous mode. Of course, that number is dependent on any number of things like your shutter speed, and focus and exposure are locked at the first shot. For normal continuous shooting, you get 3 frames per second. Equal that to most entry-level DSLR cameras, and the new tracking AF feature lets you keep subjects in focus even as they move. Sony is also launching a brand new E to A mount adapter called the LA-EA2, which comes with the translucent mirror technology found inside its new A mount DSLR cameras. It comes with 15 AF points, 3 cross sensors. With the adapter, you can mount Sony A mount lenses and still get autofocusing. It comes with face detection AF, in comparison to the contrast detection AF found in the NEX-7 and most mirrorless cameras. The adapter is quite big though, and with larger A mount lenses, you find that the camera can get a bit unbalanced. And if there's one complaint about NEX-7, it's the same complaint we've had since the very first NEX. The E-mount lenses are just too big. in comparison with other mirrorless systems like Micro Four Thirds. The NEX-7 with the brand new 24mm f1.8 Carl Zeiss lens shown here isn't as compact as, say, an Olympus EP3 with the Panasonic 20mm f1.7 pancake lens. Despite all that, the NEX-7 is a camera that's gotten us very excited with its handy Tri-Navi navigation system. If the performance of the previous NEX cameras is anything to go by, the NEX-7's image performance should be superb. Stay tuned for our full review coming on hardwarezone.com.